Now you don't want to put a new game button anywhere around the roll button because it'll be like, oh, I didn't want to do a new game. A lot of people get that mixed up. So I would put it off in the corner, kind of hard to see. And that's just a normal button. It's not a toggle button. It's a really unassuming location. We want to change its name. So change its name. And then we also want to change the text on it. Yeah, there's the label. And we'll change that to new game. And if you remember on our finite state machine diagram. So I think now the UI is done. So looking at the source then for this method, but these are the instance variables we need. We have the whole button array. So that's a button array, toggle button array. Here's the score button arrays for the upper and lower scores. Here's the lower scores text boxes. We're also going to need, let me just add it, JText field. And we'll call this upper score text box array. Here's the set of constants that we're using in the game. The first two we've seen before, num dice and num sides. Here's all the UI states, reset game before first roll, all of those. We've already done those. And we'll leave that in the JFrame object. These are kind of new. These are the lower scoring categories. 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, full house. All the way up to chance. So 0 through 6. Now we have all this done. We have the dice. We create the dice. Here's the hold button array that we set up. We've already done that. Now these are new. The upper score button array. And these are JToggle buttons as well. So they're set up just like the array buttons, or the hold buttons up here. Except we have more of them. Now, I know the array has 7 things in it, but in order to get 1 to line up with 1 and 2 to line up with 2, I'm just going to ignore the first element, and we'll use elements 1 through 6. But 1 is the second element, 6 is the 7th. But I was trying to get the numbers to match up with the aces, and the 2 to match up with 2s. So I'm going to just leave the first one empty. It's a little bit wasteful, but I think from a code readability standpoint, it would be good. Here, I just have it as a placeholder right now because I didn't have the buttons before. I create another array, and these are the lower score categories, toggle button array. And I've only done the one for 3 of a kind so far, but you need to do all the other ones. And I left a little note to myself to do that. We also have an array of the upper or the lower score text boxes, and I put that in there. We haven't done the upper score text boxes, but you go on from there. Yeah, it's pretty, you think it's bad. The most important thing though here is the game model. Okay, that's a new class inside our method. This is all the constructor for the JFrame. So at the bottom we go to the reset game state and then automatically move that to the first roll. Okay. You'll note that manage UI state still has to be fleshed out. We really haven't done anything with that yet. These methods are still there. Clear and disable hold buttons, enable hold buttons, clear hold array. And then here's one that's not complete yet, reset hold buttons. Here's the roll button. We've already done that. And then finally the 3-of-a-kind button. This is going to be our model for the rest of our lower scoring category games. Well, we have this new object called the game object. And we have to update that so that when we show it on the user interface, we put that stuff there. Here's all the other buttons. What a mess. Okay. Luckily, the gray stuff is all created for you. Okay, so I'm going to save this and then I'll push it out right now.